I'm Claire Carter, and welcome to our apartment here at FX. Hope you had a good weekend, and maybe over the weekend you found something that was a great buy. Well, we have guests who come here every day with something that they've either bought or were given. In fact, my producer, Michael Pelka, always finds something over the weekend at crafts fairs or flea markets, and they brought something that, now, Jenny, what did you bring us?
I brought a rug that I bought on a backpacking trip in India.
In India, of all places. And what did you pay for it?
I paid $300, and I hope you're going to not tell me that it isn't worth it.
Well, you know what? I'm not going to tell you, but our guest experts, and I'll keep my fingers crossed for you, okay? Okay, David, what have you brought? Welcome.
Thank you. I have a tea set. I didn't bring the 6 cups and saucers, but this was my grandparents, and I think it's probably about 75 or 80 years old. It's going to stay, it's in the family, it probably will stay in the family.
And probably worth more than $75 or $80.
Well, I don't know.
You don't know?
It's the sentimental value. I just want to know what it's worth.
Sentimental value, I'm sure, is worth thousands. I always feel like we have a tea party around here for every hour. So you've actually brought the tea set. Thank you. And everybody has brought something that they're wondering about. And the people who are going to tell us are right over there in the dining room, so I'm going to walk over because they're our guest experts. And they're the ones who have spent years learning about all the different things that people collect. And it always surprises us that people collect everything and anything. Oh, welcome back to you. You know, the two of you are collectors. What have you found lately?
I collect flamingos, as you know, and I was doing a flea market this weekend, and I found a 4.5-foot flamingo planter for my collection.
And you own a store called Flamingo, and you actually
right.
found a new thing for
Yes.
your collection.
So I'll go out in front of the shop with a plant in it.
And you get excited about
Yeah,
it.
I get really excited.
This is wonderful. It's like people get the energy behind it. Another flamingo. How many do you have?
About 350 at last count.
350 at last count and rising. Well, you know what, also, in addition to the fact that people come here to our apartment, John, as you saw earlier, he's in Long Island today, and with a woman with a collection, I guess, of clocks. That must be it, John.
That's right, Claire, and you know, some people say that women take a lot of heat for being fashionably late. Well, I think today's super collector might not ever have that problem of ever having to be late. I think she's always on time. And with a collection of over 1,000 clocks, how could she ever be late? We're going to see those clocks and meet that lady in just a moment.
That's terrific, and I wonder what it's like making sure they're all on time and setting your clocks. And also, if you'd like to participate in our show, in addition to people coming to our Manhattan apartment, sometimes John visits with people on location, our toll-free number to call actually is 212-802-4081. That's the number to call to be a guest on the show. And then we also have another number to give you right now. It's a toll-free number, just in case somebody brings something on the show that they would be willing to sell if the price is right. And that number is 1-800-FX-FX-FX1. And Gary is our first guest in the apartment right now with an item that he'd like to know more about from his world.
Good morning.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Have a seat, make yourself comfortable. And what is this that you brought?
That's a photograph of Geronimo and his son on horseback. It was taken by a gentleman named C.S. Fly, who was a Tombstone photographer in the 1880s.
Wow, interesting. Now, how did you come to own it?
A relative gave it to me. I got a couple more, but I figured everyone will get a kick out of this one.
It's like seeing a piece of history.
Yes, it is.
It is. Geronimo is probably the most famous and the most photographed Native American of all time. I think there are more photos of Geronimo than anybody else from that period. It is dated 1886, and it does appear to be, may I?
Yes, sir. Sure. If you can.
It's a cabinet
It's
card.
cabinet cards, yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Cabinet card? What is that?
Part of a series,
series
usually,
of
yeah. They would do a
cards,
series of cards of a subject or of a
collected.
theme that you could collect, collectibles from the 1800s.
Yeah.
They were
These-
intended to be.
Yeah, the cabinet cards were began being printed around 1866, I think.
around
So
18,
this is
yeah,
this is
exactly.
well into the the era when these things were collected.
Yeah, even then they were forcing collectibles.
Yeah.
Items were made to collect, and you could trade them. I'll give you 2 Geronimos for 1 Sitting Bull, that sort of thing.
With
They're very, very
something for the-
popular.
Yeah, something for the average
The
person
average
to
person
collect.
to collect and have in their home as a piece of art and as a piece of history. It's really nice. Do you have the whole series or just the one?
No, there's a series of 19 taken during Geronimo's attempted surrender in 1886.
You have the whole series?
No, no one
Okay.
does.
No one does, okay.
That's interesting.
It's a nice piece.
It is.
Very nice piece.
Nice
What
condition.
is it worth?
Actually, the way it is, probably around $50. I think 25 to 50.
That's all?
20 to
50,
Yeah,
yes.
there are a lot of them.
There are a
out
lot of them.
It's very much like collecting baseball cards, so you can go down to the local store in those days.
They were
and
made,
get the card.
yeah, excuse me, they were made for the average person to collect.
See,
So
we always learn from these folks because I didn't know that there were a lot of them made at that time. $25 to $50, about, you agree, Pat?
It's an excellent shape, so yeah.
That's
Yeah,
what we
it's
hear.
nice condition.
Would you consider putting it up for sale?
I don't think so, no.
No, not worth it, 25 to
no.
50. Enjoy it, and thank you for sharing it
Thank
with
you
us
very
right
much.
now. Nora is next, bringing in an item that she'd like to have appraised. Come on in. And I guess it's a book of some sort.